Tonight, making news. Skipton gets the snub first round of funding announcement. Major flooding occurred on Thursday with parts of the Great Ocean Road closed. Red hot summer tour to hit the town with tourism numbers expected to boom. In sport, preparations are underway for the Warrnambool Cycling Festival.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rodgers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. The Skipton area is recovering from bushfires that have run through large parts of Victoria over the last week. Fitzmedia travelled to Skipton, which is north of the Corangamite Shire, to see where the community is coping. For Zach Harbour and his family, the devastation is very real, with the family home at Caramballick lost to fire. While the house and sheds were lost, the Harbour family had time to collect some valuables and stay safe due to a well-executed fire plan.
Yeah, it's been pretty horrific here, just to see 5 years worth of work burn up in half an hour. But yeah, we got out uninjured, we were ready to evacuate. So yeah, thankful that we had taken the steps we had taken. There's always more you could do when you're driving away. You think, oh, could have done this, could have done that, but nothing much could have saved this place. The way that fire come through with those winds, I think everyone who saw it firsthand just, yeah, it was unstoppable, this fire. Obviously, the conditions were catastrophic, and so we were ready the night before. We had everything packed and ready to go. We was just sort of waiting until just if anything happened, basically. And yeah, as soon as we smelled the smoke, we were in the car and gone in under 2 minutes. Yeah, we were gone before the Vic emergency alerts come through, which, yeah, I'm really happy. We just got out quick. We were ready to do that. So we just hunkered down for a couple of days. We couldn't return. We sort of did a drive-by and saw the decimation, but we couldn't return. So it was basically just starting to make all the phone calls and get onto all these services, and they've all been really good. Yeah, the community just really banded together. It's yeah, pretty overwhelming, the support that's come for everyone. I really hope that everyone who's lost their place, because I think there was 13 or 15 houses lost from here to Skipton. So I just hope that everyone's getting that level of support. Our property is 10 acres, which is a relatively small property. It's broadacre farming around here, so we're just on a 10-acre block. Every inch of it is burnt. Yeah, except for just this patch of ground. There was a water tank there, so when that split, that put out a little bit of grass fire. But yeah, the whole 10 acres is pretty much gone. There's a lot of trees. I'd say half our trees have got to come down. Just the perimeter conifer trees are all burnt out, and there's a lot of gums. The forest fire management were here yesterday, and they were really good, just checking them all out and doing what they could on the public sort of roadway. There's a lot of trees that need to come down, but yeah, there's going to be a lot more coming down around my joint just to make safe. They're burnt that hot, they're just hollowed out, all these trees. So yeah, they've all got to come down, and yeah, just hoping we can save some of the trees we planted. We planted a lot of fruit trees and that sort of thing, so we're just watering everything and hoping for the best, and yeah, hoping for a few miracles that some might survive. But once I smelt the smoke, all I could think about was just get the boys in the car and get away from it as quick as possible. So yeah, having that plan in place just made that process easy, because yeah, when it becomes real, it's very hard to think. Yeah, so having the car packed already was, yeah, amazing. So a small step, we didn't take much, but yeah, being able to get out and not be driving away, realising that we've left all our identification and that sort of thing, because that's the stuff you need straight away to start doing the process. Insurance companies can only move so quick, but you've got to have all that. So yeah, having that in place really just made the aftermath a lot easier. In these things, you can't sort of take everything. You sort of just want to really pick the things that you really can't replace in too much sentimental value. So yeah, we had a few precious bits and all the important documents, you know, the passports, that's all ready to go at all times. So yeah, really thankful we took those steps. I'd definitely recommend it to anyone. Just if you haven't got your fire plan in place, just, you know, even a small plan is something, and it will save you. Yeah. If it's the biggest thing, especially with 2 young kids, you know, where am I going to put them? What am I going to tell them? The 2-year-old's still asking to go home, so he's not, you know, he's a bit young to really grasp it. But yeah, just knowing that we are going to have somewhere to stay and somewhere local, so we can still keep in touch with the efforts that are going around. Obviously, once I've done my initial cleanup here, there won't be much to do, so I'm actually looking forward to just being able to help other people and just give back a bit, and yeah, just join the recovery effort sort of wider once my property is sort of secured and clean.
A win for Skipton and District, with towns and hamlets in the area now eligible for disaster relief payments. Skipton, Carinballick and Streatham have all been added to the list. This comes after a push from Corangamite and Pyrenees Shires to have the areas included. Corangamite Mayor Kate Macon is pleased the state government has listened to the lobbying.
It's great that those towns could go off and get that one-off voucher, you could say, or one-off contribution allowance. It's just fantastic that they can now access that. But thank you to the federal government. Thank you to everyone who has run it up the flagpole and made sure this is now available to our communities. Yeah, and it's great that Dan Tehan and Catherine King both come out from the federal government and saw the absolute destruction that has happened through these fires. So very thankful for them both being on the ground and actually seeing firsthand what has happened up there at Skipton and Streatham. The list has grown quite considerably to what it was at the first, which is great and fantastic. So my understanding, most towns are now included that have been affected by fire, which is just fantastic because that's just recognition that they all deserve this one-off payment from the federal government to make sure that they can get through this bushfire recovery process a lot easier. So our recovery hub is open tomorrow, and then it's opened all next week for people to come in and make sure that they've got all those services and all the applications and forms filled out and getting access to all the allowances and supports they need going forward. Just making sure we're wrapping our arms around this community and making sure that they've all got the right tools in place to make sure they can get forward and recover from these fires.
The fires have created a challenge for CFA crews in the area. The Pura Pura Brigade was one that leapt into action when the call came. Pura Pura CFA Captain Nathan Bromley said helping keep the community safe was part of life in remote country areas.
So last Friday, catastrophic fire ban day, as we all know. A fire started about 22 k's north of here at Streatham. Happened very, very quickly, more quick than anybody could get a hold of. And yeah, we all know what the result is now. So being a catastrophic fire day, I was actually inside. We were banned from the paddocks. I was in the office when the call came through. I heard it on the radio calling for raised dust and possible smoke sighting at Streatham. Response one, straight to the fire trucks. I was here within 5 minutes, had a crew together of 3 of us, and we were out the door. We got onto the fire ground in about the first 20-25 minutes. And yeah, we're all trained. We know what to do. We all communicate together. On the way, we make happen what we need to happen, get our comms happening, make sure our truck's ready to go, and we've all got our PPE on, like it's action stations. But we're driving up the road here, and she was a pretty big plume of smoke. We knew it was going to be a hot day. Straight away, we've probably got about 6 or 7 members that will jump in actively at the start. We're a couple down at the minute due to injuries, but we can get 3 out the door pretty quick. And then that day we had the next 3 here within the next 10 minutes, and the truck number 2 was gone. And then we also had private tankers. It was all hands on deck on Friday. We've got the resources we need. We've got 2 pretty good trucks here. We've got 2 trucks better than a lot of trucks around. Getting them out the door is our trouble when it happens. We've got the shed. We've got the basics of what we need. The only thing that would be better is if we had bigger trucks with more water. Water's what puts fires out. So it was a bit of a tough year. Early on was tough. We were dry to start with, and then we had a pretty good spring, and now we've got a massive fuel load. Still got dry matter for sheep to feed, and obviously we've got a lot of fuel to burn when fire gets going.
Your dad before you, I believe, a CFA member. So is it really, something that just as a farmer in this area growing up that you join the CFA? Is that how it works?
You don't have a choice. You do it out of obligation out here, whether you like it or not. You're going to go through the training and have a level of expectation that you're going to know how to handle a fire and get on one of these things. We burn thousands of acres of our own property every year just for dry matter control in our cropping cycle. So we're all familiar with it. So it's, like I said, it becomes an obligation that we do what we do for our community. Summer's not over, but we'll keep going.
Caution is being urged for those heading down the Great Ocean Road this weekend. Major flooding occurred in the Wye River area on Thursday. The flooding came on the back of 170 millimetres of rain falling in 7 hours. Anyone planning to travel this way is asked to check conditions and for the road closures before leaving. Play spaces in Port Fairy, Koroit, Hawkesdale, Macarthur and Mortlake will now be more user-friendly. Moyne Shire Council has erected new communication boards at 5 play spaces. The aim is to make the spaces more inclusive and welcoming for people of all abilities. At the Port Fairy Skate Park and Play, visitors will also have access to additional braille and tactile signage at the entrance to the playground. Mayor Jordan Lockett said the signage removed barriers to inclusion for all. Hemlock weed is prominent at Tower Hill State Game Reserve, proving to be a possible fire hazard for the iconic location. Parks Victoria told Fitzmedia it had completed an extensive weed treatment, mowing and vegetation trimming across visitor and emergency management areas. This includes popular lawns and picnic grounds, walking tracks, lookouts and roadsides. It pointed to the fact that hemlock thrives in spring and summer. This burst of growth competes with native plants. Warrnambool will receive a boost of serious star power this weekend when the Red Hot Summer Tour hits town. To be held at the Warrnambool Racecourse, the concert will be headlined by legendary singer-songwriter Paul Kelly. Joining Kelly on the bill will be Missy Higgins, Casey Chambers, The Cruel Sea, The Cat Empire and Jess Hitchcock. Gates open at 1 p.m, with the first show beginning at 1:40 p.m. Tickets range in price from $160 to $300. The Portland foreshore is set to come alive this weekend as thousands descend on the seaside town. The event is Hooked on Portland, which begins today and carries through for all day and night tomorrow. The annual event is put together through a partnership between Glenelg Shire Council in collaboration with the Victorian Fisheries Authority. Live music, markets, cooking demonstrations, fishing competitions, 3x3 basketball and food trucks will all be a part of the weekend. The festival is free and is open to all ages. A partnership between a Port Fairy business and a community group has benefited one of the town's natural wonders. The Community Bank of Port Fairy and District has donated $6,200 to the Friends of Griffith Island group. The work of this group includes protecting and enhancing the island's natural ecosystems. The group also leads citizen science and research programs. That's all making general news, and after the break we'll head to sport and then weather. Back soon.
Hi, it's Rob from the Vet Group. Heifers are the future of a dairy herd, and the Vet Group is here to help your heifers meet their potential, whether that's by monitoring worm egg counts or mineral levels, or designing a vaccination calendar to help prevent infectious disease. Our techs and vets can make things easier for you on farm by weighing heifers, assisting in synchrony programs, and teat sealing heifers to prevent mastitis at calving. The Vet Group, making herd care easy.
At PowerCore, we know your power is essential to you, but extreme weather can damage the network. Here are some tips to stay prepared.
Know how to open garage doors and gates manually.
Charge devices and have battery-powered torches and radios ready. Have a backup plan if you rely on life support.
And rest assured, if the power goes out, we'll be working to get it back on safely and quickly. For more information, visit powercore.com.au. PowerCore, essential as.
Through the race and out onto the arena, here is the toss. Tom gets the first possession, quick pass to Brett, drops the sitter, play on down the corridor, a cracking effort by Sam. Down the line to Tim with a sizzler, a turnover from Michael, Rachel gets it back, a chip kick to Charlotte, shakes off the tackle, back down the line to Sam, stacks on the mill, but he gets it out to Brett, he spins and bags a goal. Kerman's Hamburgers for the win, a fan favourite since 49.
The Tyre Factory Warrnambool, more than just tyres. The team at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool have all the leading brands of tyre, including Hankook, Maxxis and BFG, plus a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for all your mechanical needs, more than just tyres.
We use the Ridley team, make a phone call, I guess high quality advice. We tend to have 6 weekly visits from the team where we do a full farm walk and herd health check. They check in on production and the feeding rate. It's something I don't have to worry too much about because I'm always comfortable that they will have it under control. The feed that comes out of Ridley's fully confident every day of the year that it's high quality grain or pellets.
Tonight's Sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back, and first making news in sport. Preparations are in place for the Warrnambool Cycling Festival next month. While the iconic Melbourne to Warrnambool will be held for the men on February the 14th, the Women's Cycling Classic will take place the next day. This will be the 5th time the women's race has taken place with a strong field to compete. The men's field is also high quality, with elite men's Australian road champion Pat Eddy to take part for the first time. Eddy will ride for the team Brennan Conti, the team that claimed the race last year. He will ride in his green and gold Australian champion kit.
Getting ready for the Tour Down Under and Cadell's race, but really looking forward to my Pro Velo Super League debut and Melbourne to Warrnambool debut in a month's time. Yeah, going to be pretty special to be racing in the green and gold, and yeah, hopefully can defend the title, obviously with Blake winning it last year for Brennan and for Bendigo Cycling Club. So yeah, can't wait, and hope to see you all down there.
A stellar cast of drivers will be circulating around Premier Speedway this weekend. The gathering is to contest the ARB Warrnambool International Sprint Car Carnival on Sunday night. Some of the best Australian drivers will be joined by some counterparts from the USA, adding an international flavour to the meeting. James McFadden, Brooke Hallett, Jock Goodyear and American star Cole Macedo will be a part of the starting grid. As well as over 60 sprint cars entered, the program will also include Junior Formula 500s. Entry numbers are strong for the Simpson Speedway meeting tomorrow night. The race meeting will include sprint cars, super rods and street stock. The sprint cars will be racing in the 10-kilometre shout-out with a sizable purse set to make for a keen competition. While bushfires have been in the vicinity of Simpson, organisers expect the track to be safe with no effect on the night's proceedings. Losses could be devastating and wins like gold in the home run of the Warrnambool Moyne Premier Cricket Competition. Heading into round 10 one-day games tomorrow, 11 of the 12 teams are still in the running for finals. Only 11 points separates 4th placed Russells Creek and the Northern Raiders in 11th. Warrnambool, who have gathered just 14 points, are the only team out of the contention. Nestles and Noorat Terang is shaping as the most intriguing of tomorrow's games. Nestles is stacked with talent and is in good form, while Noorat Terang have impressed in their first season in the Premier Grade. After a slow start to the season, the newcomers are in 5th place. A clash between two premiership contenders will restart Western District Weekend Pennant Bowls tomorrow. In the first game back for the new year, 2nd place Warrnambool Gold will host Portland, who are right on the tail in 3rd. City Memorial Red are 17 shots clear on top of the ladder and should extend their points tally with a win over Koroyd. 4th place Mortlake will start favourite against City Gold, while Port Fairy, which sits just outside the top 4, will play bottom place Terang. That's all making news in sport today. In Warrnambool, strong winds with a top of 21 degrees, partly cloudy conditions with 45-kilometre winds and a fire danger sitting quite high. After the break, we'll head to the forecast.
At Lava Street Veterinary Clinic, our team provides gentle, professional care in modern facilities. This November, enjoy a free dental check and 20% off dental procedures. Book today. Stop by 1051 Raglan Parade.
Intersport Warrnambool, a locally owned, family-run business, supports community sports. We offer a great range of boxing equipment and the best home fitness gear available. Your fitness is our focus. Our friendly team are ready to help with great advice on a wide range of sports footwear. Plus, with the latest in activewear from Lorna Jane, you'll be looking your best. Drop in, meet the team and see what's new. Intersport Warrnambool, still local, still the heart of sport.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
At PowerCore, we know your power is essential to you, but extreme weather can damage the network. Here are some tips to stay prepared.
Know how to open garage doors and gates manually.
Charge devices and have battery-powered torches and radios ready. Have a backup plan if you rely on life support.
And rest assured, if the power goes out, we'll be working to get it back on safely and quickly. For more information, visit powercore.com.au. PowerCore, essential as.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Strong winds for the next 2 days and mostly tending from the southeast. On Sunday, a mostly sunny day with the start of the week a partly cloudy day. In Port Fairy, mid-20s for the next 3 days. It's becoming windy tomorrow with a partly cloudy day and a chance of thunderstorms. As for Sunday, mostly sunny with 26 and 35 kilometre winds, topping at 31, only high 20s for Monday. Mortlake, a partly cloudy day with strong winds. Sunday, 28 and a mostly sunny day. Monday, 28 with a partly cloudy day and southeasterly winds. Camperdown and Colac, 23 degrees and partly cloudy tomorrow with a chance of a shower in the morning. Sunday, 26 degrees with a mostly sunny day. Monday, expecting 27 with a partly cloudy day. In Port Campbell, only 1 millimetre tomorrow with a top of 20. No rain on Sunday with a mostly sunny day. Wind is due to ease off. Monday, a top of 21 and showers. Over in Warrnambool, 24 with a partly cloudy day. Sunday, 28 degrees and sunny conditions with a possible shower on Monday, 2 millimetres and a top of 27 degrees. That's it from your Southwest Local News team for tonight's bulletin. Our thoughts go out to those in Victoria that are currently affected by fires and floods. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedias Facebook page. But until Monday, have a great and safe weekend. With peace, good night.